Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! I'm YouTube famous now, available in 2018. The album, Dad AF. I was trying to think of the words to Landslide, but I couldn't think of it. Like sometimes when I think of a song off the top of my head, I couldn't think of it. But I am trying to get tickets to go see Fleetwood Mac on Tuesday with my friend Tanya. We just don't want to spend between $600 and $800 to go see Fleetwood Mac. Anyway, I was sitting around today. Listen. I have gotten so many direct messages on Twitter. People want me to make videos about this. People want to know my 2 cents about that. People want me to make videos about this. And so I started going in and I started like watching all of the videos that I need to watch and following like the Twitter threads that have been going on. And to be honest with you, I just started getting like real negative watching all of it. I just was like I'm in such a great space today. You know, I got up this morning and I did my meditations and everything this morning and, you know, I just feel real positive. I was like, I really am choosing not to get dragged down by all of this drama today. So I'm taking a break from the drama videos today and I'm not doing a drama video. Instead, this is a Q&A. And really for the people out there that have like followed me for a long time or just found me recently and like my content, my videos. I'm a dude with a camera. So anyway, I just want to say thank you to you out there. And I just wanted to do something kind of fun. I haven't done a Q&A in like a week. I used to do them all the time. The thing is, when people talk about them, they're always like, Q&As are so boring. Q&As are one of my favorite videos to watch other people do. So I love like doing Q&As because I love watching Q&As. So anyway, tomorrow I will be back with some hard-hitting drama, in my opinions, about things. I really kind of sometimes, especially recently, like when I watch the drama unfold, I kind of need to just kind of sit on it for a little bit. And think to myself, so what do I think about this? And for me, I think I'm gonna wait till tomorrow and respond to it then. So anyway, I put this up on Instagram on my story and I said, I'm thinking about doing a Q&A, asking some questions. I just went through and just like, that's what the answers, and I just went through right now for what I have and I screenshot all the questions. So I'm gonna get right into this and I'm gonna answer as many questions as I possibly can. Let me get a sip of my coffee first. Have you been watching my new channel, Peter Review Stuff? Okay, if you haven't, I put a new review video up yesterday. I reviewed the Burger King Veggie Burger versus the White Castle Impossible Slider, so go check it out. I think you might be surprised by what I found. And starting next week, I'm going to be posting between 3 and 5 videos on that channel, and I'm real excited. Every Monday is Movie Monday, so my husband and I are trying to figure out what movie we're going to go see this weekend so I can review it on Monday. And we already have our tickets for Halloween that is coming out the 19th, and we're going. And my friend Melissa is already right now, she is in Pasadena, California. She's doing a tour of the Halloween set, which she's done this several times. And she's going to all these parties out there for the premiere of it. And so she and I, because she is such a huge Halloween fanatic, we are going to do the review of Halloween together because we're going to see it next week. So I'm excited about that. Okay. Let's get right into this question. Number one, they're not numbered. Did you think they were? Well, they're not. Okay. Are you a Big Brother fan or did I imagine that? P.S. You're totally a friend in my head. Thank you for being a friend. That was really sweet. Thank you. I am a Big Brother fan. I have not watched like the last 2 seasons, I think. There's so many other things I want to do with my life, and TV has kind of taken the back burner to that. Whereas years ago, I was like such a TV fanatic. Now, I still watch a lot of TV, but I don't watch as much as I used to. And for me to keep up with like 3 nights a week or 4 nights a week of a TV show is really hard for me. So I didn't watch Big Brother the last season. If you were stranded on an island with 3 beauty gurus, who would they be? Oh, that's a tough question. Let's see. Toddy Westbrook, Chloe Morello, and who's the third person that I would pick? Let's see. Who? Well, Lou Flores. I consider him he's an Instagrammer really more, but his creativity is so interesting to me. And I just like, I wish he would start. I don't know that he has a YouTube channel. I don't think he does. He does like celebrity makeup and stuff. But he is just not getting the attention he should get. So, I don't know. Patrick Starr would be maybe fun to be on Deserted Island, too. Toddy Westbrook, Chloe Morello, and Patrick Starr. Those would be my 3. Okay. Favorite Fleetwood Mac song. Okay, so Fleetwood Mac versus Stevie Nicks, because there's a difference. My favorite Stevie Nicks song is Nightbird. My favorite Fleetwood Mac song is Landslide, which I couldn't remember the words to. If you get me started, I could do it. Take it down. See, I can't do it. Okay. Please make your intro shorter. It's annoying, especially the Beast and singing part. Rock on, gold dust woman. Boost. Okay, so I take a survey every once in a while, a poll. If you like polls, you know. So anyway, I take a poll and I ask you guys if you want me to do a new intro. The 2 times before it was like 91%. This last time it was 78% said keep the same intro. So until it is a majority telling me to change my intro, I will be keeping my intro. So, but thank you for your critique on that. Okay. How do you manage to stay so positive all the time? I'm not positive all the time. I'm just not. You know, like, life gets me down, but I have a toolbox of tools today that I use to kind of get me back. You know, it's like, you know, I was feeling down a little bit earlier today, and my husband came upstairs, and, you know, he was like, I ran into this girl today, and she was like, oh my God, are you Peter Monn's husband? And she's like, I watch all his videos. And, you know, it's little things like that. It's like you guys and the supportive comments out there and all that stuff. It's really nice. You know, it's also my friends and my family in my life that, you know, really enjoy me being in their lives. And I have to remember, you know, like, life is very, very, very short. And I think losing a parent at a younger age like I did really made me realize that, you know, that like, you got to take life while it's here, and there's going to be good and there's going to be bad in life too, you know. And I try to look at the things that are tough in my life as learning experiences. I actually just did a whole video about this on my Peterisms channel today. And the good times I try to appreciate and enjoy. And for me, life is really about the small moments and enjoying the small things, you know. And that can be anything from watching my dogs run around in the backyard to taking a nap with my husband, to going out to eat, to things like that. You know, it's like those are the things that make driving around getting a fountain pop with my best friend. Those are the things that make my life truly beautiful at the end of the day. So that's how I try to stay positive. I also try to like look at things that are happening to me, and I think to myself, like in the grand scheme of things, like how big of a deal is this? Do you know what I mean? And I actually talked about this one piece on my Peterisms video. It's like, you know, when my mom was sick and in the hospital, and then when she passed away, it kind of like put everything in comparison to that. It was like, you know, well, I've got this going on. Well, that pales in comparison to losing a parent. When you go through really tough times in your life, you know, it's like, and I said on there, you know, I'm not going to repeat the whole video, but if you go through a breakup, or you go through this, or you go through that, you know, it's like everything else kind of seems little compared to that. And so when I'm going through something tough, I ask myself, is this a 2 on a scale of 10, or is this a 9 on a scale of 10? If it's a 9, then I probably need to like maybe allow myself to feel it. If it's a 2, you know, maybe I need to realize that life is short and I need to enjoy the good things about life. What are your plans for Halloween? Okay, so our plans for Halloween night, I think we'll probably, depending on when my husband gets off work that night, we'll probably go over and see our nephews trick-or-treat for a little bit. And then we're going over to our friend Melissa and Jason's house. They have like a chili dinner that every year. And then we'll probably watch some kind of Halloween movie or something like that. We are also going to Haunted Fest in Indianapolis, which is a boost. It is also, I just finished watching Alyssa Edwards' Dancing Queen on Netflix, which was fantastic, by the way. And when she said Beast in there, I was like, oh my God, I forgot that. Anyway, and we're going to Haunted Fest, which is an electronic dance music festival. We're also going to see Halloween, the premiere. My hair looked nicer earlier. The premiere next week. And then Tanya and I, she got me for my birthday tickets to go see Teresa Caputo, the Long Island Medium. I can't wait. So we're going to see that. So yeah, we got a lot of Halloween plans. Okay. Can you please shout out my sister, Lisa? She loves you. Lisa! Hello, how are you doing? I love you too, Lisa. Okay. If you could pick the brain of a celebrity, dead or alive, who would it be and why? Love you. God, that's a really tough question, you know? There's a lot. Harper Lee, who wrote To Kill a Mockingbird, I would love to just sit with her for, you know, a moment, maybe just even and appreciate her, you know? There's a lot of people. Lady Gaga, I think, is somebody that's just such a trooper. Madonna, you know, like, I think her as a creative force in our world. I love Janet Jackson. I'd like be like, can you teach me some moves, Janet? Yo, Janet, I'm about to get this. You want this, but do you really think that you can get this? At first you kissed this, now you want to diss this. Tell them, girls, too late, you missed this. Okay, that probably just demonetized this whole video and made it copyright, but oh well. Next one. If you could go back and talk to a young Peter, what would you tell him? I would tell him to start things earlier. You can accomplish anything that you want to accomplish in life. You know, like, the things I wanted to do at 18, I waited until I was in my late 30s or 40s to do. And anything is possible in life. Anything is possible. Anything that you want to do, go for it. You want to start a YouTube channel? Go for it. You want to be an actor or an actress? Go for it. You want to write a book? Write a book. It's time. Start it now. There's no time like the present. Please come review Dollywood. I would love to review Dollywood. I would absolutely, absolutely love to review Dollywood. I'm a huge Dolly Parton fan. Why are you so adorable? I wish I had a friend like you. My best friend turned on me. Aw, I'm sorry. That's sad. Well, I'll be your friend. So, thank you for being a friend. If you weren't on YouTube, what would you want to be? Well, if I wasn't on YouTube, I'd want to be on YouTube, I guess. No, but I know what you mean. If I wasn't making videos on YouTube, I don't know, I think probably I would do a podcast, which I've kind of like been thinking a little bit about anyway, because my vlog is very similar to that. So if I wasn't on YouTube, I think I would want to do that, or I also maybe like narrate audiobooks on Audible. I love audiobooks. How do you keep your skin so smooth for your age? I mean, I don't know. Blushing, a lot of blushing from compliments like that. Thank you. I have absolutely no idea. I mean, I think to some degree, I think our skin has a lot to do with genetics, and you know, both my parents had pretty good skin, and I don't know, you know, for like my entire life I washed my face with soap and water, and people have criticized me about that. And so I've started using some products, and I really enjoy doing that. I don't know, I use like, you know, face masks from Lush, and the Benefit cream I really like, and the Kiehl's Men, the face wash, I really like that as well. So those are the things. I don't know. Okay. What made you want to start YouTube? I wanted to be in the booktube world. My publisher really motivated me to try to like talk to booktubers to see if they would review my book when it came out. And then like watching a lot of booktubers, I got intrigued with booktube. And so I just wanted to be part of that community so bad that I just like one day I was like, okay, I had like watched it, I had thought about it, and then one day I was just like, I'm starting it today. The fact that when I started that on May 11th, 2016, that it would end up here where I have 5 channels, like I never in a million years. Like if you had shown me that, I would never have believed it. Like it's all kind of happened organically, and I've loved every moment of it. You know, I mean, there's been some really tough times on YouTube for me. There's been some things, you know, that like I'm 46. Like, let's just be for real, okay? Like, I'm not as adept to all of this as like people that are younger are. And that's no excuse, you know? I mean, I knew what I was getting myself into, but some of this stuff has been tough to deal with. But like, there's been learning experiences from it as well. And so like, overall, I appreciate the whole thing and I love it. And, you know, I don't know. And like the comments I get from you guys and the messages just make it all worth it to me. It makes it fantastic, you know? One positive affirmation you tell yourself every day. Today is going to be a good day. Today I'm going to be really happy all day long. I tell myself that throughout the day and in the morning. What do you think about the Toddy and Kiki drama? That is going to be my video tomorrow. When are you going to make another video with Pee-Pee? My brother and I always talk about him. Pee-Pee the flying chihuahua. He's upstairs sleeping with his dad right now. Alex is upstairs watching TV while I'm making this video. So, Pee-Pee is laying down right next to him. So, Pee-Pee's in a lot of my videos. Oh, I got out of my questions. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, please come. I will tell him, though, that he's ready for a meet and greet. Okay, the fame is getting to his head a little bit. Okay, wait. How to deal with friends that aren't in good term with your other group of friends. I think that's hard, you know, like, I haven't had it a lot in my life, but I think, you know, like, You know, I've had some falling outs with friends, and there's friends in the middle of it, and I always tell them, like, you know, it's, you need to remain friends with them. Like, my falling out with them has nothing to do with you being friends with them. Like, you need to, you still should have a friendship with them. That doesn't have anything to do with me, you know what I mean? I think it's a difficult situation sometimes when you're in the middle of it, but listen, aren't we all adults? You know what I mean? Like, and just because two people aren't getting along or two people have gone their separate ways doesn't mean that other relationships have to be affected by that instead. And I think, you know, it makes it hard sometimes. It makes it uncomfortable. Like, have you ever gone, like, you know, you're going to a party and like somebody that you haven't talked to in a while is going to be there and you're like, but then you get there and like you talk and it's like normal again, kind of. I don't know. Or is that a script from Real Housewives? That feels like the Real Housewives, doesn't it? God. That was like Carol and every cast member on the Real Housewives of New York this year. Okay. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? God, old. I'll be 56. I don't know. Probably living in Florida full time. I don't know what I'll be doing. Do you believe, if you had asked me that 10 years ago when I was 36. 10 years ago at 36, Alex and I have been dating for 3 months. And my life looks completely different now than it did then. So I would never have believed that this is where I would be. I have no idea where I'll be in 10 years, but I'm excited for the ride. I'm excited for the journey, you know, to see what's going to happen along the way. 10 years is a long, long time. 10 years ago, I just lost my mom, you know? Okay, do you believe you can get signs from loved ones that passed on? Yes, absolutely. And I was talking about this last night because I had a really weird dream about my Uncle Dave that just passed away. If you could eat only one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? Macaroni and cheese. How long does it take to film a video? Well, currently it's taken 16 minutes and 31 seconds, but it depends. I mean, really, like, I just sit down, like, with meditations, on Peterisms, I usually, like, read through a couple meditation books and try to figure out which one I'm going to do. And then, you know, for my booktube video, I just sit down and talk. This one, I just sit down and talk. Really, for this channel, what takes the longest is, like, watching the videos and reviewing, like, or, you know, reviewing them, like, looking at the tweets or things. If I have to look at all that to make up, like, my opinion about it. But then, I mean, I consider myself just a commentary channel, so I just sit down and I respond to whatever I've seen. So not even that. Like, the longest part takes me in watching the videos, I think. If Shane Dawson did a series on you, what would it be about? Oh my God, I don't know. How boring my life is in the Midwest. I don't know, maybe all the misconceptions about me. I mean, like, I really am just like this normal dude that lives in the Midwest with my husband and my 3 dogs. I know it's really hard to believe that, but that is just about as exciting as it gets. How do you look so good for your age? Oh, that was sweet, thank you. What do you think about this whole Thomas Jeffrey situation? I'm not sure. You know, like, that's part of, like, when I was looking at everything today, I was like, there's just so much sadness and about all of this. And it's just like, that's where I needed to take a step back today and do something different. I don't know what I think about it, you know? I have some kind of emotional response immediately to it, but I don't know what I think about all of it. I know there's a lot of people that have a lot of different opinions out there. I'm kind of on stuff like that sometimes. Like, I think, like, and you know, and also like the Toddy video and whatever, like, I think, like, going forward, I need to sit back, and maybe my video won't be the first one out, but I need to sit back and kind of think about things and how I really want to respond to it and how I choose to put things out there in the world. I think that's something I've learned in the last month, you know? And so I think I need to kind of sit on that for a little bit and think, you know? I think we are in a society of reaction, not responding. And that means that, like, you know, like, we want to react right away when something happens instead of responding to it. So I don't know. I think that. If you had your own multi-million-dollar business, what would it be? And also, okay, I can't read the rest of it because I screenshot it. The question is not on here because it goes into the next thing. If I had my own multi-million-dollar business, what would it be? I would love to own, like, a travel company and, like, put together, like, really cool travel experiences for people that, like, you would never think of in a million years. I think that would be fun. Do you find it harder to deal with people? I would also like to own a restaurant. That's always been kind of like a bucket list thing for me. But we actually have quite a few friends that own bars and restaurants. And it's like a 24-hour-a-day thing. And I just don't like, you know, I just don't have the investment. Plus, I don't have the money, obviously. Do you find it harder to deal with people in the industry who are younger and haven't seen or been? Okay. Sometimes. It just depends. I think there are... I don't know that I think a lot of it has to do with age, but yes, sometimes I do. Have you ever thought of doing a cologne review on your new Peter Monn Reviews channel? Yes, I think that would be kind of fun to do. I mean, like, but I don't know, like, which colognes to do. I mean, that could be, like, a $10,000 review, and I'm not going to spend $10,000 on, you know, cologne. So, what's your favorite part about not eating meat? I think my favorite part about not eating meat is trying to find other things to eat, if that makes sense. Like, it's really fun to kind of, like, find other things, to like substitutes, not meat substitutes necessarily, but like, okay, I'm hungry, so let's go here and get this, and what do I want with, if that makes sense. That's what I like, you know, about it. By the way, love you. Ooh, and how was meeting Shane? Meeting Shane was fun. It was very normal. Like, it just wasn't like when they walked up and they flipped the fans and stuff, I was like, oh my God, like, you know, fan moment. But then after that, when we just kind of sat down, it was just very normal. It wasn't like, I mean, he's just a really normal dude. He is. And I think that's what was so cool to me, you know? Would you ever get Botox or plastic surgery? I've had Botox. I've had it twice. I don't think I'll ever get it again. And I would never rule out plastic surgery, but right now for me in my life, I like aging authentically. So, but I'm not saying that I wouldn't have plastic surgery. Who do you want to see Shane collab with next? I've actually been asked this question quite a bit lately, it seems like. I don't know who a lot of people are saying they want to see him do Logan Paul. I don't want to see him, like, collab with Logan Paul. I think I'd like to see him do somebody, like, I have to say, like, in retrospect, looking at all of them, like, Graveyard Girl Now was, like, very interesting to me. Jeffree Star was, like, an interesting collab. I thought the series was interesting. I think it would be interesting for him to do something that's, like, so off our radar that we wouldn't even really think about, if that makes sense. I said PewDiePie in a video the other day, but I kind of, like, take that back now. I don't think that would be too interesting. I don't know. Maybe somebody completely different, you know, I think for Shane, like, this is going to sound crazy and people are going to be like, oh no, not him. I think Shane to go in and interview somebody like Joey Graceffa for like 2 episodes would be really interesting. And maybe somebody like Colleen Ballinger, that's Miranda Sings, and, you know, because she's constantly on tour and seeing all that kind of stuff. I think that would be really interesting. So I would like to see those. Okay. Would your life be different if you could go back and rectify your past mistakes? Yes, absolutely, 100 times different, you know? But I'm so thankful for those mistakes too, you know? Like, everything that I've, like, screwed up in my life, I've learned from. Like, I don't learn from, like, I just said this in my last video too on my Peter Rosen's channel. Like, I don't learn from the pat in the back moments and the congratulatory moments. I just don't. Like, I learn through my screw-ups. I learn through the things that I've, like, screwed up on in my life. Honestly, like, that's where I learned the most from, you know? Had I not had any mistakes in my life, I wouldn't learn from anything, you know? And it's like the Maya Angelou quote that when you look up, or when you're going through the biggest, you know, tragedy in your life, look up and say thank you because you're about to learn a very valuable lesson. Well, that goes with making mistakes too, you know? When you screw up and you look at your part in that, what you realize is, I got a huge part in how I affect the world, and what am I gonna do about that going forward? And that's where I think the real change occurs, you know? Hey, handsome, ever been to South America before? Thank you, blushing. I have not. My husband's from Venezuela, but I've never been to South America. And let's see, where did you and Tanya meet, and how did you two get so close? Okay, so Tanya and I got very close because we're both in recovery together. We met at her kennel, and I've told that whole story in my vlog before. It's kind of a lengthy story, but we've been friends for 22 years, best friends for 22 years. Do you put cheese in your tomato soup? No, I do not. Do you love tomato soup and grilled cheese? I do. What's your favorite cheese? Gouda. It's so Gouda. That was so corny. Okay. What is your most loved spiritual motivation book of all time? Well, The Basic Text of My Recovery. Oh, it's gonna stop. Hold on just one second. This is becoming very long. Okay, The Basic Text of My Recovery Program, and then number 2 would be Codependent No More by Melody Beatty, and number 3 would be If Life is a Game, These Are the Rules by Dr. Cherie Scott. I don't know why. That book really powerfully impacted me when I read it. Okay. Does the idea of a meet and greet fuel your social anxiety? I'd love to meet you. Thank you so much. It totally fuels my anxiety. Yeah, I have, the social anxiety that I have is probably 10 times bigger than anybody has any idea. And, like, just like even people talking about me makes me nervous, if that makes sense. So I don't know, like, and it's something that like I think I deal with in my personal life a little bit. It's like going to parties is hard for me, you know, or even just going to the mall. Sometimes I have to work myself up, or going to a movie. So a meet and greet would be hard for me. But I know people have asked for it, so at some point I will do it. I just don't know when or where that's going to happen. But yeah, it makes me nervous. Have you ever visited the UK? Yes, I've been twice with my dad and my stepmom, and once with my good friend whose sister lived over there. What's your favorite soup? What's with all of these soup questions? My favorite soup is actually tomato basil soup, but my favorite soup of the moment is broccoli cheddar. What's your favorite Valentine's Day you spent with Alex? Hi from Italy. Okay, hi Italy. So one year, my husband did the most fantastic thing. And I've talked about this before in my videos, but he went to work and he knew that like Valentine's Day was really important to me. And so he got like a box and he made like, you know, like in elementary school and you get like a shoe box and you like cut the hole out of the front of it. He like decorated it and everything. So it was like a Valentine's Day box. And then he had all the people that he works with like make Valentines for me. And then he printed a bunch of them off online. And so he came home and he had this like Valentine's Day box for me, like filled from like Valentines from people and from him, and there was candy in there and stuff, and that was just really, really special. So I think that was probably the most special Valentine's Day. What is your favorite Halloween movie? My favorite Halloween movie of all time is the original Halloween with Jamie Lee Curtis. My second favorite Halloween movie is definitely Hocus Pocus. Okay. How do you have time to make so many videos a day? You know, it really doesn't take me a whole lot of, doesn't take me long to make videos. The uploading and all of that takes a lot of time, because our internet is usually slow and I do a lot of it, on my phone. But I would say from like start to finish of like taking a shower, doing, if I do on that day, like I did today, doing my hair, getting ready, setting up, sitting down and making like, now it's going to take me a little bit longer because I'm doing these review videos, and so I'm trying to like kind of put some thought into them, about how I want to do them and have them be like different scenes and stuff like that. But before that, doing like BookTube, Peterisms, and my drama channel to just sit down and then upload my vlog, you know, earlier than that, takes me from start to finish, shower, everything, about uploading everything, about 2 hours. It doesn't take me that long. I know people are like, oh my God, it must take you forever, but I don't edit my videos. I'm not going to edit my videos. That's not something I'm going to start. You know, I think that I wouldn't be being true to myself if all of a sudden I started doing all these jump cuts and stuff like that. I have been putting in like tweets and pictures, if you guys have noticed, in the drama videos, and I will continue to do that because I think it brings up the quality of those videos, and I think it makes it more pleasing for you guys to watch, and it's easier, and you don't have to go off and look for it and things like that. But other than that, like, I'm not going to edit throughout my whole video because I think that's just who I am at this point, you know? So it only takes me about 2 hours. What's your favorite face mask that you're using? P.S. Thank you for being you. Aw, thank you so much. Okay, my favorite face mask that I'm using is, and we're getting ready to go to the mall because I'm going to the Body Shop. So I'm gonna make this the last question. We're going to the Body Shop and I'm gonna go and buy a hydrating overnight mask that somebody recommended to me. I mean, I haven't been to the Body Shop in a long time. I love that place. My favorite mask right now is the Lush Cup of Coffee face mask. But what happened was I was using it every morning and my face was getting really red. Like my husband was saying to me, like, were you out in the sun today? Like your face is red. And I'm like, no, I don't know what's going on. And I started doing it regularly at the same time that I was taking Toddy's Halo Kiwi pills. So I was like, is it the Kiwi pills? Is it how? I thought it had like niacin or something. I didn't know. I was like, why am my face getting red? Well, I stopped doing the mask for like 2 days because somebody said to me on my vlog that you shouldn't be doing a mask every day. So I stopped doing the mask for like 2 days and I didn't get red in the face. So it's obviously the mask. And then what people told me was you really shouldn't be doing this cup of coffee face mask every day. So I've now gone to like every third day doing it, but I love it. It's my favorite, the cup of coffee face mask from Lush, and I think it's really, really worth the high prices that you have to pay at Lush. It lasts a long time. And the other thing is that's hard for me is the paper one, not the paper ones, but the masks that you actually put on, like it's hard for it to stay over my beard. So the ones that I can kind of like put the product on my face is better than those. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Like the ones that either go behind your ears or they just stay on your face. They don't stay on my face because of the beard. So I love the other ones, and the Lush ones work really, really good for me. So Yeah, the Lush cup of coffee face mask is my favorite. The bunny one, I would not buy. I used it one time and threw it in the trash. I hated it. So don't buy the bunny one from Lush. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this very lengthy Q&A. The drama videos will be back tomorrow. I'm excited about doing some drama. I just need to take a break from all of it today and just kind of enjoy my day. And my husband and I are getting ready to go to the mall. We're gonna go out to dinner, so I'm excited about that. I love you guys, and I hope you're having a wonderful weekend, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.